A map drawn in 1513 Common Era. Even after centuries, this map continues to be studied by historians and researchers. Prepared during the Ottoman period by Piri Reis, this map contains details that are still interpreted in different ways today. Some researchers suggest that the southern portion of the map may resemble the coastline of Antarctica beneath its ice sheets. How can such similarities be explained? What role did earlier sources and maps play in the formation of this knowledge? In this video, we will examine the Piri Reis map, the ancient geographical work of Eratosthenes, and the accounts related to Plato's Atlantis. We will explore different interpretations of these topics through historical sources and scientific evaluations. If you are interested in history, archaeology, and unexplored aspects of the past, you can subscribe to stay updated on future documentaries. Let's begin by following the traces of the past. Piri Reis was an Ottoman-era navigator and cartographer. He compiled information gathered during his sea voyages and various earlier sources to prepare a map in 1513 Common Era. This map shows parts of the coastlines of Europe, Africa, and South America. In the southern part of the map, there appears to be a landmass extending from South America. In Piri Reis's notes, the term "warm" is used for these regions, and some references also mention certain animals. In 1929, surviving fragments of the map were rediscovered in the Topkapi Palace and studied again. Some researchers suggest that the southern landmass may resemble the coastline of Antarctica beneath its ice. These similarities are mainly discussed in relation to coastal shapes. Piri Reis stated that he used around 20 different older sources while compiling his map. These sources included Portuguese and Arab maps. There are different interpretations regarding this section of the map. Some researchers see it as a continuation of known geography, while others suggest the possibility of older knowledge transmission. The map is still being studied by historians today. This discussion is not limited only to the Piri Reis map. Long before this, in the 3rd century, before Common Era, Eratosthenes of Alexandria developed similar geographical ideas. In the 3rd century before Common Era, Eratosthenes of Alexandria worked in the fields of geography and mathematics. He is known as the first person to calculate the Earth's circumference. In his world map, he proposed that while there are large land masses in the northern regions, there should also be a corresponding large landmass in the south, which he called Antarktikos. This idea was based on a concept of balance derived from the spherical nature of the Earth. The original map has not survived, but reconstructed versions exist. Some researchers note similarities between Eratosthenes' southern landmass and the southern region depicted in the Piri Reis map. His sources are believed to have included sailors' reports and older records. He is also known to have used information from the Library of Alexandria, which served as an important knowledge center at the time, containing records from different regions. His southern region may have been based on either earlier voyage records or theoretical geographical balance. Eratosthenes' work is considered one of the early examples of systematic geographical thinking in antiquity. Since his original map has not survived, modern understanding is largely based on reconstructions. After this period, the Atlantis narrative found in Plato's writings introduces another area of discussion. In the 4th century before Common Era, Plato describes a place called Atlantis in his works Timaeus and Critias. According to the narrative, it was an island located beyond the Pillars of Hercules. Plato states that this information was passed down from Egyptian priests. Atlantis is described as having cities, structured buildings, and canal systems connected with water. Over time, people changed, the order declined, and the place was eventually destroyed by earthquakes and floods. Some interpretations link the Atlantis narrative with Antarctica. In the 20th century, Charles Hapgood's Earth crust displacement theory became part of this discussion. According to this view, Antarctica may have been located in a different position thousands of years ago, with milder climatic conditions. It is also noted that Einstein showed interest in this idea. The Piri Reis map and Eratosthenes' work are also, in some interpretations, discussed alongside this narrative. Some interpretations compare Plato's descriptions with structures beneath Antarctica's ice sheets. However, there are differing views on this subject. Many experts consider these as non-historical narratives or geographical interpretations. The Atlantis account appears in Plato's works and is often interpreted as a philosophical narrative rather than a historical event. It continues to be discussed across different research fields. At this point, the discussion expands further. The Piri Reis map, Eratosthenes' work, and ancient geographical interpretations begin to be considered together. These three elements, the Piri Reis map, Eratosthenes' work, and Plato's Atlantis narrative, come from different time periods. Some researchers suggest the possibility of a chain of knowledge transmission from earlier civilizations. The southern landmass details on these maps are sometimes compared to Antarctica's coastline before it was covered in ice. On the other hand, many scientists explain these similarities as coincidence, mapping errors, or limitations of geographical knowledge at the time. As modern technology reveals more about Antarctica's subglacial structures, new data continues to emerge. However, no direct connection between these ancient maps and modern findings has been confirmed. Therefore, the topic is not explained by a single perspective. It is approached through multiple viewpoints. Studies in history, geography, and archaeology continue to evaluate these different interpretations together. At this stage, the issue is no longer only about three separate narratives from the past, but also about how they are interpreted today. The Piri Reis map, the ancient work of Eratosthenes, and Plato's Atlantis narrative remain among the most discussed topics in historical studies. The proposed connections between these elements continue to generate different interpretations. Scientific research on what lies beneath Antarctica's ice is still ongoing. Are these narratives simply the result of the knowledge limitations of their time? Or could they represent fragments from different periods that somehow overlap? What do you think about this topic? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for support. In the next video, we will continue exploring similar historical subjects. See you in the next documentary on Lost in Time.